The shares of the largest American defense contractor, Lockheed Martin, were downgraded from buy to hold by Deutsche Bank by 14.5%, with the price target reduced from $611 to $523. An analyst from the bank highlighted China's modernization efforts in combat aviation as the main reason for the decision. Following the release of footage showing two Chinese 6th-generation fighter jets in flight, we are downgrading Lockheed's rating to hold from buy, as our previous hypothesis no longer appears convincing, and we have increased concerns about the long-term support for the F-35 in light of China's modernization efforts, said Deutsche Bank analyst Scott Deutsche. He added that he sees the revelation of further advancements in China's combat capabilities as potentially undermining the Pentagon's long-term demand for the F-35. The first images of 6th-generation fighters were released on December 26, with the two new fighters featuring tail-less designs, a key requirement for 6th-generation fighters that has never been seen on a flying fighter jet before. China's J-20 and the American F-35 are currently the only 5th-generation fighters being mass-produced worldwide. With growing expectations that China will introduce a 6th-generation fighter long before the United States, likely not long after the end of this decade, the F-35 is likely to find itself at a serious disadvantage in terms of performance, which will intensify calls for reducing its production. Funding could be redirected to a 6th-generation program or to asymmetric alternatives such as short-range drones or air defense systems. The F-35 is already considered to be at a disadvantage compared to the J-20, as while both are considered similar in terms of advanced avionics, composite materials, and stealth coatings. The J-20 has approximately double the range, much better flight characteristics, the ability for supersonic cruising, a much larger missile payload capacity, and a larger radar. Progress in the J-20 program is a key driver of efforts to improve the F-35's performance, including through the development of the new AN/APG-85 radar, the air-to-air AIM-260 missile, and a new electronic warfare suite. However, incremental upgrades are not expected to make either the F-35 or J-20 viable for the most competitive air missions once 6th-generation fighters begin to be introduced. China's modernization of combat aviation is part of the country's broader strategic initiative to enhance its military capabilities. The 6th-generation fighter program is just one aspect of this ambitious plan, which also includes the development of new technologies such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and hypersonic weapons. These efforts are aimed at increasing China's ability to protect its interests in the region and around the world. Reactions from the Pentagon and the U.S. defense industry are varied, but characterized by a growing realization of the need to accelerate their own modernization programs. The F-35, while impressive in its capabilities, is already in the mature phase of development, meaning that its technological limits could soon be reached. In this context, various scenarios for the future of the program are being discussed, including the possibility of reducing production volumes and redirecting resources toward the development of newer, more advanced systems. The Pentagon and the U.S. defense industry are actively responding to China's advancements in 6th-generation fighter technology. The unveiling of China's new stealth fighters has prompted discussions about the future of the F-35 program and the need for accelerated modernization efforts. The Pentagon has acknowledged China's progress in developing advanced stealth fighters. While official statements have been limited, defense analysts view the emergence of these aircraft as a significant development. The Pentagon's silence on the matter suggests a strategic approach, possibly to avoid escalating tensions or revealing strategic intentions. The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter program, a cornerstone of U.S. air combat capabilities, is undergoing a substantial modernization effort known as Block 4. This initiative aims to enhance the aircraft's hardware and software, including radar improvements, advanced weapons systems, and collision avoidance technologies. However, the program has faced delays due to software stability issues, impacting the timely delivery of these capabilities. Additionally, the F-35 program has encountered cost overruns and schedule delays. The Block 4 modernization plan, initially set to conclude in 2026, has been extended to 2027. Reflecting the complexities involved in upgrading such a sophisticated system. In light of China's advancements, the U.S. is evaluating its future fighter development strategies. Discussions include the potential reduction of F-35 production volumes and the reallocation of resources toward developing next-generation fighter aircraft. This strategic shift aims to ensure that the U.S. maintains a technological edge in air combat capabilities. The emergence of China's 6th-generation fighters underscores the dynamic nature of global military aviation. The Pentagon's response and the U.S. defense industry's modernization efforts are crucial in maintaining the strategic balance and ensuring the effectiveness of U.S. air combat forces in the future. The comparison between 5th and 6th generation fighters reveals significant differences. While 5th generation fighters like the F-35 and J-20 focus on stealth technologies and cutting-edge avionics, 6th generation fighters will need to integrate new concepts such as network-centric warfare, autonomous systems, and the ability to manage a swarm of drones. These innovations will require not only new technologies but also a fundamentally different approach to the design and use of combat aircraft. Possible technological innovations in future generations of combat aircraft include the development of hypersonic engines, which would enable fighter jets to achieve significantly higher speeds. New fighters are also expected to be equipped with advanced artificial intelligence systems that will enhance situational awareness and assist pilots in real time. Additionally, work is underway to develop new materials that will make aircraft lighter, stronger, and harder to detect by enemy radars.